Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. This week, I want to do something a little bit different. We are going to build an ice cream cone using our own homemade Puffy paint. Now, I built one and I'm not happy with it, but I'm going to show you my end result because we're going to work together to build another one that I think will work better. But this is my ice cream cone. It's not holding together very well. So the improvement is going to come as we work together on this. So to start out with, you're going to need a piece of cardstock with a circle on it. And that will be in your kit. You're going to need a template that has an ice cream cone. You're going to need a red pom-pom for your cherry, your scissors, a plastic Ziploc bag. And these are supplies you're going to need from home that I can't give you. You're going to need some shaving cream. And you're also going to need a little bit of all-purpose flour and some white glue, which could be like your school glue, but you're going to need about a quarter cup of it. We need a measuring cup that's a quarter cup, and you're going to need some food coloring. I'm trying to make pink ice cream, so I'm going to use red. If you have pink food coloring, that's fine. I'm going to use red and just use a little bit of it so that it's pink. So to start out with, we want to cut out around the edges of your ice cream cone and leave these two tabs in here. So cut out around them because that's what we're going to glue on. So I've got one that I already cut out and that's all ready to go. And I'm going to use a little straight edge. You can use your fingers or whatever. But what I'm trying to do is to lay this on the edge of this ice cream cone and bend up so that I have two bent flaps that I can bend backwards. So now my flaps are bent like this. I had some printing on this side, that's why it looks like that. Yours won't. But I'm going to take some glue dots and I'm going to glue this to the bottom of my circle. So I do have glue dots and I'm going to put several on the outside edge of this tab that we cut out with the ice cream cone. So I would say at least 4 on each side, maybe 5, because you want your ice cream cone to adhere to your cardstock page. Now, as you can see, I have glue dots on these tabs for the ice cream cone. And I'm going to take, you can take your scissors or you can take a long folder, but I am going to lay this on the circle and press down like that, and then curl my ice cream cone so that it's 3D. And then I'm going to take this, or your scissors, or whatever, and push down on my glue dots on the inside so that I end up with an ice cream cone that is 3D, okay? So now we're ready to use the puffy paint and make the ice cream. So I need my plastic bag, and in that plastic bag I'm going to dump the white glue, and a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and some shave cream. And they say about 3/4 of a cup, and I don't have any way to measure this, so I'm just gonna squirt some in. So I'm squirting. All right, I'm gonna call that enough. So it's down in there, and we still need our coloring. So I'm going to put just a couple drops of red food coloring so that I can make pink or strawberry ice cream. Now I'm going to fasten up this Ziploc because I don't want to get it all over me. And then you just start squeezing. And you're not squeezing to pop the bag, you're squeezing to mix your ingredients. If when I get this mixed, I don't think it's puffy enough, I'll put some more shave cream in it. So I've got a lot of air in this, so I'm going to let a little bit of air out so that I can do some more kneading as opposed to just moving the air around, okay? Because my goal is to mix all of this flour that's in the bottom into the paint that you're making. So when you think you have it mixed well enough, everything's mixed and the color's even, you want to take a corner down here, not up in the zipper part, but down here. Take a corner, take your scissors, and cut a little hole. And it's just like you would be doing with a cupcake piper or something. You're going to take your paper that you've got the circle on, and you're just going to squeeze. Now look, it's coming out. And I'm filling that ice cream cone with ice cream. Now the thicker you make it, the more it's going to need to dry. I think it could use at least 24 hours to dry, maybe even longer. But see how thick you've made it when you're done. And after you've got your creation made, you need to set it aside and let it dry. That's one of my favorite things to tell you, but it's really got to be dry before you can play with it. Otherwise, it's not, you might just touch it and ruin it, you know? So anyway, that's probably enough paint here that we made that we could do more than one ice cream cone, but we're only doing one. And you can do as many as you want. And you could do whatever flavor you want. It doesn't have to be pink. I've seen some that were green with little brown chips in it, look like chocolate chips. You could get creative and make a soda and instead of a cone, and put a straw in it. We're going to take my little cherry here and put the cherry in right there. And there is your ice cream cone. You do have to let it dry, But when you're done, you've got a really cool art project that you made. So that's it for this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go, and we'll see you next week.